Hello, everyone. Let's first give a round of applause to Dave, Gene, Lori, Billy, Terry, and all those who helped making this day special. My name is Jeff, at least I think it is. I have many aliases: Cheese, Scoob, Scooby, Jeffy, Fedge, Little Grap, Little SH, Goat, and my new Uber driver named Chuck. Since I can remember, Tim has always been a sports fan. He collected trading cards, he used to draw his favorite athletes, and he likes going to sporting events, and he plays whatever game he can. Like Tim, I have been the same way. The only difference is that Tim has more of a competitive streak in him. He will play any game 500 times until he wins. I have accepted I'm better than you, Tim. Why can't you? Tim probably isn't even listening right now. He's probably thinking about trying to do a better speech than me for my life. Back when we were young, we used to play backyard baseball with our neighbors Blake and Ryan McCoy. It was always the younger brothers versus older brothers. So fair. Every game was a slaughter, or it ended early because we drilled the house with a ball and we had to scatter. When he was a teenager, we got paintball guns. Tim's gun was a semi-automatic and I had a pump gun. He would shoot me up about 30 times before I got 2 pumps off. The lady on the corner would always yell at us, and then we would shoot up her shed. Around this time, we were big wrestling fans. Every Monday, we were flipping back and forth between WWF and WCW. Tim's friends would come over, and I would be the wrestling dummy. I have been through every finishing move submission in the book. I'm pretty sure I've been put through at least 2 tables. I think Tim still sleeps with his John Cena pillowcase. When Tim started high school, he hit his stride. He had a lot of friends and loved all the attention he was getting. He was popular and good at sports. He was the biggest diva I know. He owned every R&B album there was. When he started driving, he would go around with Cisco blaring out of the speakers. Every summer, he bleached his hair like Eminem. I did it 1 year, hated it, made fun of him for doing it, and then he would wipe his extra hair bleach on my head, so I had to do it again. Tim had a notebook where he would write down the clothes that he was wearing each day. He did this so nobody caught him wearing the same article of clothing in the same week. You don't have to worry, Randy, that was his little black book. After high school, I could tell he was getting tired of driving me around. I guess I was bringing down his street cred. I just think he was jealous that his friends started to like me better than him. He moved in and out of our parents' house for the next couple years. He was living his life and I was living my life. I eventually graduated high school and went on to college. In college, I started to date Brittany, and Tim was enjoying the single life. Brittany began to start going down Ocean City on our family trips. After about the 2nd or 3rd year of us dating, my mom started to wonder about Tim. During one of our dinners down Ocean City, my mom began by letting Tim know that he was putting on some weight. And then proceeded to ask him if he was even into girls or if he was into guys. It might not have been those exact words, but all I heard was that my mom called Tim fat and gay. I would always instigate by saying, "Remember when Tim had ringwear in his senior year, Mama? Always wrestling around with those boys." Tim finally met the girl of his dreams, Abby as Pitbull. And then Randy came along. When I first heard Randy and Tim were dating, all I knew was that Randy was a girl from Essex and she lived with her brother in Hamden. Insert Essex joke here. I started to get to know Randy and found out she was a big fan of Ja Rule. Her instant messenger name was Down Ass Chick. With 2 Z's for ass. I was beginning to think this could work because they both like terrible music. And then I met Randy's brother, Pat. And then I learned it was possible for 2 people to have the same exact laugh. Don't expect to tell a joke and then have a conversation afterwards once those 2 get started. Randy, as we all know, is a teacher, and she got her master's in teaching for subjects like math, which is ironic considering she started college taking a remedial math course. Louis, I believe you guys were in the same class. It's a good thing that Randy is the one grading the kids, because every time I'm over Tim and Randy's house, something is spelled wrong on the fridge or on the dry erase board. Last time I was over their house, they spelled the word dentist wrong. She forgot the T in the middle, so it just said dentist. Now that I think of it, it could have just been her Essex coming out. Tim, Randy, Brittany, and I hang out a lot now. Now I realize Randy and I are more alike than I thought. We are the responsible ones, and Tim and Britt are the partiers. Unless Randy decides she wants to get turned up. Then Dirty Randy comes out. If you notice, she has one finger waving, pointing it at you, telling you what to do, and treating you like one of her students, while crushing Twisted Teas in the other hand. The transformation's already happened. It's too late. I even tried to get her to name the wedding cocktail drink the Dirty Randy, but that wasn't gonna happen. So if you haven't noticed, we made a Snapchat filter instead. Randy, here are a couple things you can take with you. Tim hates watching long movies. He gets irritated and starts getting anxious. You will always win in a fight when you guys are making jokes about each other. His best comeback is saying exactly what you said in a baby voice. Don't get upset if Tim doesn't want to have leftovers from the night before. Once Melissa started high school, Terry joined the Booster Club and worked for the concession stand every day from the year 1996 to 2006. That's 10 years of eating hot dogs and drinking soda every day. At least Tim and Melissa could eat nachos and pizza. I was stuck with the hot dogs. It's a surprise we are still alive today. With all jokes aside, we're here to celebrate the love of these 2 wonderful people. Tim, I can honestly say Randy makes you the best version of yourself, and I think you picked the perfect girl. I will always look up to you and I'm honored to be your best man. Randy, I love you like a sister. But let's be real, I've loved you like a sister for a long time now.
Aww.
But one last thing, make sure you don't let Tim lose his tux jacket. He's yours to bail out now. Raise our glasses. Cheers to the bride and groom.